Hello, and welcome to the very first chapter of our journey into the payments industry. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you paid for something? Maybe it was your morning coffee, an online subscription, or even groceries. Whatever it was, you used a payment system. But have you ever stopped to think about what happens behind the scenes when you pay for something? Today, we're going to answer a simple but essential question. What is a payment system? By the end of this session, you'll have a clear understanding of how these systems work, why they're vital to our daily lives, and how they've evolved over time. Let's begin with a definition. A payment system is a network of processes, rules, and technologies that enable the transfer of money between parties. It's what allows you, the buyer, to pay for goods or services and ensures that the seller gets the right amount of money. Whether you're swiping a card, transferring funds through a banking app, or handing over cash, a payment system is at work behind the scenes. But let's not stop there. A payment system is much more than just a mechanism for moving money. It's a carefully orchestrated process designed to ensure that payments are fast, secure, and error-free. It provides the foundation for modern commerce, enabling businesses to thrive and consumers to transact with ease. The three core components of a payment system. Every payment system, no matter how advanced or simple, relies on three fundamental components. The payer, this is the person or entity initiating the payment. In most cases, that's you, the customer. The payee, this is the person or entity receiving the payment, like the cafe where you just bought a latte or the online retailer where you ordered a new gadget. The intermediary, this is the entity that facilitates the transaction, such as a bank, a card network, or a payment processor. Now let's see these components in action with an example. Imagine you're buying a cup of coffee. You tap your card or phone on the cafe's payment terminal. In just a few seconds, the cafe receives confirmation that the payment has been approved. But what happens behind the scenes during those few seconds? First, your payment details are sent to the payment processor, which checks with your bank to see if you have enough funds. If everything checks out, your bank sends an approval message back to the cafe's bank and the money is transferred. All of this happens so quickly that you don't even notice it. This process, known as payment processing, is the beating heart of any payment system. It ensures that money flows smoothly and securely from payer to payee. A brief history of payment systems. Now that we know what a payment system is, let's take a step back in time and look at how these systems have evolved. The earliest form of payment wasn't money at all. It was barter. People exchanged goods and services directly. For example, a farmer might trade wheat for a fisherman's catch. But barter had its limitations. It wasn't always easy to find someone who had what you needed and wanted what you had. To solve this problem, early civilizations began using commodity money, items like shells, salt, and metals that had intrinsic value. Eventually, these were replaced by coins made of precious metals like gold and silver. Coins were durable, portable, and universally accepted, making them a significant advancement in payment systems. Next came paper money, which was first introduced in China around the 7th century. Unlike coins, paper money was lightweight and easy to carry. But it also required trust. People had to believe that a piece of paper was worth the value it represented. Fast forward to the 20th century, and we see the rise of checks and credit cards. Checks allowed people to make payments without carrying large amounts of cash, while credit cards introduced the concept of borrowing money for purchases. Today, we're living in the age of digital payments. From online banking to mobile wallets like Apple Pay and Google Pay, technology has revolutionized how we pay for goods and services. Digital payments are faster, more convenient, and often more secure than traditional methods. Types of payment systems. Let's now explore the different types of payment systems in more detail. These can be broadly categorized into cash-based, card-based, and digital payment systems. Cash-based payment systems. This is the oldest and simplest form of payment. It involves the direct exchange of physical currency, coins and banknotes, between the payer and the payee. Cash payments are straightforward and don't require any intermediaries, but they can be inconvenient for large transactions or in situations where exact change is needed. Card-based payment systems. Card payments, including credit and debit cards, are one of the most popular methods of payment today. These systems rely on card networks like Visa and MasterCard to facilitate transactions. They're fast, secure, and widely accepted, making them ideal for both in-person and online purchases. Digital payment systems. Digital payments are made using electronic methods such as bank transfers, mobile wallets, and cryptocurrencies. These systems are becoming increasingly popular due to their convenience and ability to handle cross-border transactions with ease. Each of these systems has its own advantages and disadvantages, and their usage often depends on factors like location, transaction size, and technological infrastructure. The importance of security in payment systems. One of the most critical aspects of any payment system is security. When you make a payment, you're sharing sensitive information, such as your account number or card details. A secure payment system ensures that this information is protected from fraud and unauthorized access. Modern payment systems use advanced security measures like encryption, tokenization, and multi-factor authentication to safeguard transactions. These technologies make it nearly impossible for hackers to intercept or misuse your payment data. But security isn't just about technology, it's also about compliance. Payment systems must adhere to strict regulations, such as PCI DSS, Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, and GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation, to ensure they're operating safely and ethically. The role of payment systems in the global economy. Now let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Payment systems aren't just about individual transactions, they're the backbone of the global economy. Every time you swipe your card or make an online purchase, you're participating in a vast network of economic activity. Payment systems enable businesses to grow, governments to collect taxes, and individuals to access goods and services. Without them, modern commerce as we know it would grind to a halt. For example, consider e-commerce. The ability to pay for goods online has opened up new markets for businesses and made shopping more convenient for consumers. Similarly, cross-border payment systems allow companies to expand internationally and facilitate remittances for millions of migrant workers. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect. Payment systems have come a long way, from the barter systems of ancient times to the digital wallets and cryptocurrencies of today. They've transformed how we exchange value, making transactions faster, safer, and more efficient. But as payment systems continue to evolve, new challenges and opportunities will arise. How do we balance convenience with security? How do we ensure that payment systems are inclusive and accessible to everyone, regardless of where they live or what technology they have? These are some of the questions we'll explore in this course. To summarize, a payment system is the process, network, and technology that enables the transfer of money between a payer and a payee. It's an essential part of our daily lives and the global economy. In the next chapter, we'll dive deeper into the history of payments. We'll trace the journey from ancient barter systems to the advanced payment technologies we use today. Along the way, you'll gain a deeper appreciation for how far we've come and where we might be headed next. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next chapter.